So I finished my first pedal. You know, just awesome. You know, plug everything in, turn it on, and it doesn't work. I did. So it's a little weird because usually the bottom would be what comes off, and it wouldn't have wiring like this. I do know that I correctly wired some of this because the bypass works, and I think what happened is the wiring for the power and the ground did not work correctly, and so it wouldn't power up when it was trying to do that. One of the reasons is I got the hello pup dog came to join me. I got the wiring that is suggested by most people. See how this is all like, and so people suggest braided wire as opposed to solid core, and something about the way I solder with that or use it just is not working very well for me. Like 20 or 30% of the connections that I make are not live. They're not connecting for whatever reason with this kind of wire. So I'm going to get some solid core wire and try that. Additionally, I want to do some things that will remove some of the wiring to connect to the board. So, oh my gosh, dog, what are you doing? Oh, she killed a fly. Good dog. Good Ginger. So the Vero board and at the edge to put potentiometers in, bend them down like this, and then that way they'll is that going to create a different problem that I'm not anticipating? I think it will, where there's not going to be enough space between the board and the lid doing that. There's not going to be enough space between the board and the lid for things like taller capacitors or whatever. So maybe that idea isn't so great. I just need to get a solid core wire that will eliminate that piece of the problem. Overall, the design went fairly well. I mapped out with the CAD program the actual. This is one of the original ones that I tried that had the high hissing noise, but did that. Made a couple of changes there and updates, so I've learned how to do that. That's pretty good. And I did this difficult thing where I tried to map out a Vero board. So I went through multiple partial attempts the first time. I ended up with this map. So for cuts and jumpers, and then component placement. And then when I went to make this, I was discovering that I did that incorrectly and had to move a bunch of stuff around and thinking problem solve at the moment to get it to do what I wanted. So from that experience of having this one, which mostly worked, but there were a couple of things that had to be changed. I made a new one. And this should work without any trouble. Of course, when I go to do it, I'll discover some other thing that's incorrect. But I guess that's the process of prototyping stuff. I mean, certainly, when compared to board game design and production, which I ran a board game publishing company for many years, more than a decade. This is pretty quick, and the feedback, the turnaround time is very quick as well. So I remember what it takes to do that right. I shouldn't feel so frustrated at this. And the first attempt to put something together, it looks cool. My daughter's super excited for when it'll work, and yeah, I'll go from there. So anyways, that's the update for now.